आज के हमारे मेहमान हैं काफ़ी आर्टिस्टिक। 2005 में इन्होंने शुरू की वेबसाइट देसी वाइब। साथ साथ ये हैं फोटोग्राफर, म्यूजिशियन और ये हैं एक म्यूजिक वीडियो डायरेक्टर भी। प्लीज वेलकम टू आवर स्टूडियोज अवेस जाफरी। Aves, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our studios. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Welcome, Salam. Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. पहला सवाल मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ, what is Desi Vibe for anybody that's living under a rock and they do not know?
Well, Desi Vibe is a portal that we created to promote South Asian talent, South Asian events happening around town. Because back when I started in 2005, Facebook wasn't that popular, YouTube wasn't that popular, because those sites were still coming out at that time. So there was no website to actually promote any events that were happening, maybe a university event, maybe a big concert that was happening. So we actually helped them out by promoting those events, by sending out mailing to subscribers about the event, just to kind of notify them that, okay, this is what's happening around town, this is what's happening at this university. And that's where it actually just started from.
And now that
so, this always happens.
Okay, and now that sort of Facebook and YouTube and all these websites are around, sort of what role does Desi Vibe play now? Do you guys still sort of do promotions through social media?
Yeah, actually, that actually helped us promote our website a lot more because now we have a Facebook page as well, which people subscribe to. Our articles, we have links posted on our pages, and people are checking out all the articles and events from there. And because of that, we also network with a lot more event organizers,
promoters,
artists,
got it.
And then it's just got a lot easier for us to get in touch with everybody.
True.
So Twitter and Facebook has really helped us.
For sure.
I want to bring it back to 2005 one more time. आपको क्यों लगा कि देसी वाइब जैसी वेबसाइट की ज़रूरत थी उस वक्त?
Because at that time there weren't that many South Asian websites around. There were a couple of maybe dating websites, then people started using those to promote events. But I wanted to create an exclusive website which would cover news, Bollywood news, events, and we also started doing event coverages, which wasn't a common thing at that time, including video coverages of the event, and we started interviewing artists. And with YouTube coming into the picture, it kind of helped us. Mainly cost-wise as well, because now we could host videos on YouTube instead of our servers.
Exactly.
But so that's how it happened.
Okay, now just taking a step away from Desi Vibe, because that's not the only thing you do. I mean, you do so much. You've also got the Desi Life photography at the same time. How do you manage all of these hats and doing them well too?
Oh, well, thank you. It kind of gets overwhelming at times, but it's just about time management and just getting the right people to help you out.
True.
So my Desi Vibe Studios is mainly focused on videos, photography, wedding photography, event photography, and we also do music videos as well. And now we're getting into wedding videos as well. But it's just getting the right help, which really helps you.
True.
And just managing your time properly.
Okay.
Let's talk about the music aspect. Where did that come about, and how do you find time for that?
That's just my passion. I just love playing the guitar. It's just something that just kind of takes you out of all the problems that you have maybe in the world. You just pick up your guitar and you just get into your own little world. So it's just started from there. Then I just met a few friends that were also interested. We made our band. We started releasing. We released a couple of songs. And it just began from there.
Okay, now in terms of the directing music videos, I'm actually really excited. I was really excited about this interview just because I had actually seen Zamir's video a few months ago, and I didn't realize that sort of you were the man behind that entire concept, because it's such a fresh concept. It's shot so beautifully. What I want to know is, when it comes to directing music videos, take me through the process from the inception of the idea all the way through the execution. What exactly happens?
Well, it's kind of a very long process. He approached me with the song, and he was like, he didn't want to portray it towards a love story for a girl. Because he actually wrote it for his dad, which a lot of people might not know after listening to the song, but he actually wrote it for his dad. So he was like, he doesn't want to portray it that Teri Yaad was about a girl. It was actually about his dad, but he also didn't want to just make it for his dad.
A romantic.
Yeah, because I mean, he didn't want to make it because he wanted to keep the concept just open-minded,
Yes.
so people, whoever, like if you listen to it, you could think of it as a romantic song.
Yep.
If somebody else listened to it, they could link it to something else. So from there, that's why we made it more of a performance-based video. But with the picture frames, it was like you're looking through the picture frames,
Yeah.
and you're thinking of some memory or capturing some moment in there.
Right.
So that's how the concept came. And so I approached him with that idea. I actually came up with that idea like 3 in the morning. I messaged him right then. He's like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. Let's talk to other people and let's see what we can do.
Right.
And he ended up actually getting an art director who helped us actually visualize the concept.
Okay.
Yeah, his name was Tariq. He has also worked with Ali Azmat and stuff, so he
Nice.
was in town, so we got him to do help us out with that. And we shot the video in Waterloo, actually.
Oh, wow.
And in an auditorium. It was a very plain auditorium, but
Right.
with the help of the art director, we made it look amazing.
And it looked amazing, definitely.
Okay, so you're doing Desi Vibe. That's all yours. You're doing the guitar. You're doing the music on the side. You're directing videos, and you're doing photography. So it's a really big plate.
Yeah.
So what of all of it? Which part is your favorite, if you even have one?
I would say directing videos is. I really like doing the video stuff. It's just a different thing. You have a vision and you kind of just actually make it real.
Yeah.
And just love that aspect about it. So that's why I'm trying to get more into the video side of things right now.
Which is interesting, right? Because you guys were one of the official sort of photographers of Wi-Fi 2011 as well.
Yeah, well, I actually worked with Projected Life Photography
nice.
with that, so he actually got me to help out with him. So
Speaking of Projected Life, I mean, kuch dino pehle, we had Projected Life coming in and to talk to us as well. And one of the questions that I asked Taha from Projected Life also was, when it comes to photography, the 3 aspects which most people will talk about is of course the talent behind the camera, which is the photographer, and also sort of the equipment, which plays a huge role in it, and the post-production. I feel like these 3 come together to actually create the kind of photographs which people go wow at. How important are all these 3 aspects, and which of these is the most important for you?
well, I believe it's the eye, because it really depends on what you see and what you capture, because I mean, you can take an amazing picture with an iPhone, and there's actually groups on Flickr where it's actually just post iPhone pictures. There's some amazing pictures there.
True.
So you really don't need the most expensive DSLR camera. You don't need to spend the $10,000 on that Canon camera.
Right.
But as long as you have the right eye and you capture that moment.
Got it. Okay.
That's a great answer, I think. I want to talk about the band that you're involved in. Iske baare mein kuch bataएं हम.
Yeah, the band ka naam is Tarab, and we started around 2008, I think. And the other 2 guys, Asad and Usman, were from London, and I just met them at a gig in London. And from there, we just started thinking about just making a whole new band. It was supposed to be a Pakistani punk band. It was supposed to be different at that time, but now we have a lot of other bands in the picture. So we worked on our first song, Irtika, with Amir Hassan, who actually also produced for Janoon as well.
Yeah.
And we recorded it as One Roof Studio. And we released it online through websites, but other than that, it didn't go anywhere. But I also started sessioning for other artists. Like when Nuri came down, I played with them as well in their Ottawa show. And after that, I also worked with some hip-hop producer Nino on his tracks with Big Page, Bobby Valentino, Krishan, and T. Lopez.
Wow,
so
some big names.
Yeah, so those tracks are actually, Big Page track just got released last month. So it's actually doing pretty well.
Wow. Having sort of been a performing artist, even session musicians are performing artists too, but sort of having been someone who's released an album or a few singles, and not having sort of gotten the kind of success you would have ideally wanted, what have you learned from that experience?
I think it's just because I was involved with a lot of other things as well that I couldn't mainly focus. I couldn't mainly just focus on music with a full-time job, Desi Vibe, directing videos. So I guess if I really wanted to, you just got to put everything you have into it. And even with what I've done, I feel that I've accomplished something. So it's a good step, and let's see where it goes from here.
Absolutely. absolutely. I want to talk about the website one more time, Desi Vibe. There's actually something I found funny. Website पे एक dating life का section है.
Love advice, yes.
Love advice. What is that all about? Is this specifically catered to like Desi dating issues?
Yeah, the Desi South Asian, so like dealing with saas, bahu, drama, even arranged marriage.
Dating से लेके सास तक, you know.
Yeah, so even like
Not even married yet, and you're dealing with the sauce.
hey, you got to think about all that stuff.
Honestly, you know what? You'll be amazed how much the sauce contributes in dating these days as
yeah.
well.
Oh yes.
Yeah, like you know what? These days I think moms have kind of become advanced. Not my mom, but my mom is like no dating. That's her contribution. But I think moms have become advanced in the sense like, चलो यहाँ का culture है dating का, किससे date कर रहे हो? मुसलमान लड़की है, पाकिस्तानी लड़की है.
Yes, that all comes into the picture. A lot of people ask that question. Oh, before they like, how do we even approach our mom with this? Because everybody's used to arranged marriages, and now it's all about love marriage.
And parents sort of don't know how to handle it anymore.
Exactly. In this society as well, it's kind of hard to actually approach them with that, and just all those kind of advices, just articles, experiences from people who wrote those articles, just to put some light onto the subject.
Who writes these articles?
I have actually a few writers. There's a couple of writers from London, Toronto, Dubai, and they contribute on a weekly basis. And this is just send their articles to the editors, and then we post them online.
Amazing. और भी बहुत बातें करनी है अवेज जाफरी साहब के साथ. So many hats, you know, Desi Vibe photography, his music video directing career, and as a musician, इतना सारा ये कैसे करते हैं भाई, इसका राज मालूम करना है हमें. पर ये मालूम करेंगे हम एक छोटी सी ब्रेक के बाद. तो आप कहीं ना जाइएगा क्योंकि हम अभी गए और
FBI.